RIMURU go back in time by Rimu-chi. Day before depart. RIMURU, S. Pav. I was sitting in my office, surrounded by some of my one of beloved fiancés. Shizu, Rain, Frey, Shuna, and my niece Milam were with me. The others were busy elsewhere, so it was just us for now, and the atmosphere felt warm and close-knit. Everyone, I'll be heading to Angracia 3 days from now on, I announced, looking around at each of them. They're Shizu's students who need help, and I want to ensure things run smoothly here while I'm gone. Shizu gave me a soft smile. Thank you for doing this, and of course, Rimuru. I'll take care of Pepper's work while you're away. I returned her smile, feeling deeply grateful for her steady presence. Thank you, Shizu. I don't know what I'd do without you. She blushed slightly, looking down, and I couldn't help but find the gesture endearing. Then, I turned to Soka, who stood nearby, attentive as ever. Soka, could you keep an eye on Shizu for me? I don't want her in any situation where she might have to fight. Please make sure she stays safe. Soka gave a respectful bow. As you wish, Rimuru-sama. I'll protect her with my life. Thank you. I felt reassured knowing they were both in good hands. I cleared my throat, adding, oh, and stay vigilant. I've reason to believe the kingdom of Falmouth may try something while I'm away. Frey's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she leaned forward slightly. And how do you know that, Rimuru? She asked, her voice laced with interest. I gave her a playful, knowing smile. Let's just say, I have my ways of finding out. Frey chuckled, clearly intrigued. Mysterious as always. Finally, I turned to Rain. Rain, would you mind accompanying me? I'd feel better with you at my side. Her face lit up with joy, and she nodded. Nothing would make me happier, my lord. There was a soft blush on her cheeks, and I felt a warmth spread through me at her sincerity. After some more planning, we spent a while simply talking and enjoying each other's company, until it was time for everyone to head to their rooms. But Frey, Milam, Shizu, and I decided to relax together in the hot springs before calling it a night. The warm water surrounded us, melting away the day's tension. We sat in a comfortable silence, but Milam, of course, couldn't stay quiet for long. Rimuru, when did you become a demon lord? She asked, her bright eyes focused on me with endless curiosity. I thought back, smiling as I recalled the moment. 2, maybe 3 months from now on. Milam looked thoughtful, then leaned closer to Frey and whispered something, her eyes shining with mischief. I couldn't hear what she said, but I know they are planning. After all this happened in my last timeline. I decided to quietly cast a protective spell over them, just to be safe. They wouldn't even know, but it made me feel better. After a little while, Frey stretched and slowly stood up. She walked over to me, a playful look in her eyes. Well, Rimuru, I should be going. There are things I must tend to, she said, her voice soft. Milam stood too. Yep, duty calls. We can't slack off forever, right, Frey? Shizu, looking slightly disappointed, said, leaving already. Frey nodded, and then, to my surprise, leaned in close to me, brushing a lock of my hair aside before pressing a gentle kiss to my lips. Take care of yourself, Rimuru, she whispered, her gaze lingering on mine. Milam grinned. Well, aren't you two getting cozy? She teased, laughing as she took Frey's hand and prepared to leave. Watching them lift into the sky, Shizu moved closer, her shoulder brushing against mine. They're planning something, aren't they? She asked, her voice quiet. I chuckled, shaking my head. Yes, they probably are. But I've taken some precautions, just in case. I looked at her, noticing the softness in her eyes. Thank you for everything, Shizu. I couldn't do this without you. Her cheeks flushed, and she glanced away, smiling shyly. You don't need to thank me, Rimuru. I'm here because I want to be. Feeling a sudden boldness, I reached out and took her hand. And I'm grateful for that. We stood there for a moment, simply enjoying the warmth of each other's presence. Finally, we headed back to our rooms for the night. As I lay down, my thoughts lingered on each of them, hoping I'd be able to protect everyone I cared about. Next day, I am in my office with Shizu, Rain, Soka, Goblina and Shion. I am doing my pepper work. And then. Notice delegation from Aruzania arrived. Thanks informer. Guys, let's go to delegation arrived. I said, then teleport to where there. The carriages stopped in front of the castle gate and one being came out of each carriages. One had a cold-hearted stare and snake-like eyes, with black gold hair. Her lower half was also a snake's body and her top body was a human. The next one had gray hair and has brown skin. He wears a gray jacket and a blue shirt. He has brown boots. He also wears a brown cloth on his shirt. And the last had cat-like eyes and shiny, long, white hair that is slick and straight. Her stature is very lean. It's a measure to meet you, Rimuru Tempest. I am Albus the Golden Serpent, one of the 3 beast keepers of Carrion, she introduced herself then. You've gotta be kidding me, this nation is ruled by a weak human, what a shame, the cat-like lady said. Stop it, Sophia, to insult him is to put mud on Carrion-sama's decision, Albus said, reprimanding Sophia. Shut up, Albus, you can't order me around. A human rolling the monsters is stupid, Sophia said, insulting me again, but unlike my subordinate, me and my wife have noticed their intentions of testing us out. Look at those weak humans over there, why are the monsters letting that weak ugly looking human live with them? Pointing at Yum. Of course Yum got annoyed when he heard he was called ugly. Hey Yum, don't you get annoyed getting made fun of? Go and beat her, don't worry, I'll allow it, I giving Yum the green sign. Whoa master, I thought you said we were going to do this peacefully, Yum said with a surprised face. Yeah I do, but if the other side wants a fight then that's a different story. So Yum, I'll say it again, I allow you to show her what you can do, I said, shocking Yum and my subordinate. Yeah, show her what you can do. His friends was cheering for him, causing him to hit his face with his hand. Oh. Does the little human want to play? Sophia said while licking her lips just as Yum started taking a stance with his sword. Xian stepped up in front of Yum. Shin. I asked as I know that she's pissed because of all the insult thrown at me. Rimuru-sama, all she's done since she's arrived was thrown insults at you. I've put up with it, but it seems there's no need, Xian said, looking a little pissed. Then she stuck the sword on her back that she's been carrying on the ground. Ho! You want to fight me bare-handed? Interesting, ha 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 ha, Sophia said as she readied herself up, and just like that a fierce battle between the two began. Sophia was the first to move. She kept dashing around, attacking Xian with light but fast attack. Her movements was like that of a tiger, sometimes rushing Xian on all four, but Xian is able to easily block and counter Sophia's strike, making the both of them even. Honestly, what are we going to do with Sophia? Grucius, go and take care of that human, will you? Albus said while petting the tiger. Tisk, just because I am the runt out of the 3 doesn't mean I have to fight a human, Grucius complained but obeyed anyways. You looks like I'll be playing with you then, Grucius said to Yum. Oh great, thanks then, Yum replied and attacked Grucius, creating a small shockwave. Just like that another fierce battle erupted. I am actually surprised that Yum is even with a Majin like Grucius. I guess Hakuro's training really paid off. Since Sophia and Xian was even, their fight looks like it'll last for a long time. Ha, is that all Akijin has? Sophia said. Don't underestimate us, Kijin, our power is greater than you think and I'll show you that, Xian said while smiling fiercely. Yes, show me, Marie, Sophia said. Oh, I'll show you more, Xian said as she puts her hands together and starts gathering magicules to fire off. That looks like a, Ranga was saying. It's a full-powered maximum magic bullet. I finished his sentence. Now there was a giant blue sphere of destructive energy that just keeps on getting bigger in front of Xian as she keeps on charging it up. Good, show me more of your power, come on, shoot it at me, Sophia said, wanting to take it all on. Suddenly Albus appeared in the middle of Sophia and Xian with her snake tail at the neck of Sophia and her staff at the neck of Xian. Stop, that's already enough, Albus said. Like she said, that's enough, you can stop now, I said, telling Yum and Xian to stand down. So have we reached your expectations yet? I asked Albus. Ha, you have, you're stronger than you look, Albus told me. Rimuru-sama, what should I do with this? Xian said while starting to panic and cry like a child that got separated from its parent. She was of course referring to the maximum bullet. The size of it was bigger than Xian. Now my subordinates and even in Albus and her crew started slowly backing off as even they were scared of the destructive energy. Honestly, Xian, what are we ever gonna do with you? Ha, I said while laughing like it was nothing. Snapped my finger that disappeared, causing everyone to react shocked, surprised and dumbfounded. Are you kidding me? Just with a snap. Grucius muttered. Like you said, Albus, I am much stronger than I look. You can say if I became Demon Lord. I'll be the strongest, I said while smiling at her. Ha, as expected of Carrion-sama's trusted retainer, Albus said while laughing fearlessly. Well, anyways, let's go inside, shall we? I said. After a few hours of the 3 just being in constant shock and surprise, the sun finally set it and now me rain. Soka and Shizu along with Albus and Sufia are currently enjoying a meal while Gricius and Yum became best friends. Well, we were enjoying a meal while the other two was just drinking like there's no tomorrow. You guys really love alcohol, huh? I muttered, seeing Albus in her half-human half-snake form and using her snake body to wrap a barrel of alcohol and drink it, while Sufia was in her tiger form and also drank alcohol like cat. Well, your booze is so good that we can't get enough of it, Albus said. Well, how about we start a trade between us? I asked. Yeah, you give us fruits and we give you booze, how does that sound? Shizu added. She really has studied on this, huh? From a high school student to a queen, I thought. Hat sounds very good. Well, then I'll task someone to do that, Albus said. What about the ratio of the trades and goods? I asked. We'll let you deal with that, Sufia said. Okay, that sounds good. Anyways, what are your thoughts about our kingdom? I'll accept criticism, so don't worry, I said while asking their thoughts. Actually, this nation is the best I've ever seen. You've even got district for specific places and roles, Albus said. Yeah, I agree with her, but I am specially interested about the Japanese district. I've never seen anything quite like it, Sufia added. Also, your barriers are way too overpowered. I don't think there's anyone who can break through your castle's defense barrier and your shelter's barriers, Albus said. Yeah, it even filters out anyone who has malicious intent and there's no way you can hide it as well, Sufia added. I don't think there's anyone who would be foolish enough to attack this nation, Albus said. Ha 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 ha, thanks for all your thoughts, I appreciate all of it, I replied. And just like that, the day has ended and the next day their delegation left for home, while at the same time our delegation is also heading home.